let's talk social anxiety with complex PTSD. Yeah. Approaches or things like this is catastrophizing, distorted thinking, it's never going to happen. It's just not going to work for us. Okay? Complex PTSD is from interpersonal trauma. I don't know about you, but I kind of lost count on how many times someone has humiliated me and critiqued me, really hurt me badly in front of other people, and no one was there to help me. So this isn't some hypothetical fear that we have. It is real. Those things really happened. Okay, so this makes it really difficult for us to work on and overcome. It is possible, so yeah. So it does take a lot of patience, a lot of determination, and it is us actually doing things, taking action, what helps us build those new neuronal pathways, overriding those old ones, and slowly starting to have thoughts pop up that there's a possibility that there is people out there who have our best interest at heart, or who are genuinely caring, kind people with no wicked, twisted intention there as well. So this is difficult for us to trust that there is people who are safe enough for me to be around and feel calm and not on guard. Okay. So I want to share with you a few things that helped me to overcome this. Obviously, there's a lot more there, but just a few tips that might spark enough curiosity for you and spark enough creativity for you to come up with your own ideas as well. So the most important thing for me was to actually find the right time of the day. Okay, because for me, early in the day, it is much easier to stay within that window of tolerance, have a calm nervous system, compared to later on in the day. It's really difficult for me to manage my anxiety later on in the day. For you, it might be the other way around. Maybe it is difficult to get started in the morning, but in the afternoons, that's your best time. Okay, whatever it is for you, that's the time you want to use. And the activity I started with was walking. I like walking, and I'm in total control of it. I decide when, where, how long I want to go for, and all the rules that I want to make up along the way. Okay? So initially I can walk around my block if I like to. It can be difficult if you have a triggering neighbor, so sometimes it's actually easier to drive somewhere else, somewhere where you don't know people. But then when I walk, initially my focus was on spotting things in certain colors and reminding myself every time I see a person that this person likes to be active as well. This person likes walking too, to remind myself that we have something in common, and then gradually work myself up to actually acknowledging the other person, either nodding, smiling at that person, scanning for kind eyes, and then eventually kind of say good morning. Also, initially only my lips moved, there was actually no sound coming out. So it's gradual steps. Start with the easiest and work yourself up there. When it comes to going to groups, I did not start with going to birthday parties or any kind of function because they're noisy, people drink, they're chaotic, they're so unpredictable. So it's really difficult to manage my anxiety in those situations because my nervous system's already going crazy trying to tackle all the different dangers within that environment. So for me, it helped to actually join a club, 2 clubs it was, I'll share both clubs with you, that were very structured. And the structure helped me because I kind of could predict certain things, like certain routines. So the first club, and like easiest to explain it with the club, was the karate club. So martial arts, they all have a structure and the way they run their sessions, and many advertise that they're helping you to become more confident, and that is exactly what we want. And when you find a club like this that is actually open to help you work on anxiety and things like that, then it can work beautiful. When I first went, I couldn't even participate sometimes. Sometimes I could sit inside and watch. Sometimes I had to sit outside and just listen to them train. But I stayed there, and every time I stayed there I kept reminding myself, yes, this sounds scary, it feels scary to be around people, but it's actually safe, there's no danger. Keep reminding myself it's safe to be here, to help me rewire that part of my brain and bringing my anxiety down. Every time I kept going back there, it went a little bit better till I could participate in everything over the years. Okay, so it's progress. You start wherever you're at. It's okay. Allow yourself to be okay with just sitting there and watching. It's totally fine. Okay. It's I guess it's self-care and nurturing and compassion for ourselves to give us that space, because it is so difficult for us, because we had those real experiences. Yeah. And the other club I joined was the Toastmasters. There's an international company, they help people with public speaking. It's the biggest most anxiety-provoking thing for most people, giving a presentation. So their whole philosophy, the goals of that club, everything is around helping you manage your anxiety. It was the most nurturing, supportive environment ever for me. Okay, even though you might think, what, public speaking? But they never pushed me. Initially, I couldn't even introduce myself, but they just allowed me to be there in that space and realizing how kind and caring they were with everyone else there and with me too. And again, this helped me rewire those neuronal pathways, helped me strengthen them to say, hey, there is some people that are safe enough for me to hang out with, and feeling calm and having fun in that environment too. So to me, those two clubs really help. Some of my clients are in totally different clubs, but again, they have a little bit of structure there as well. Sometimes if it's something that you really enjoy doing, that can help you come up with the motivation and the energy to go there. Okay, especially if it feels like this is something that you're good at doing, that can really be beneficial. As I said, give yourself as much time as you need. Keep reminding yourself that, you know, when you're going in there, the anxiety of, if I stay here, I'm just sitting there, I don't have to participate, but I can just sit there and remind myself, I'm safe right now in this moment. I'm not in danger. And this eventually helps you to rewire that part and be able to feel calm and have a calmer nervous system around people there. So that's just some of my tips, but please share some of yours as well, so we can all learn from each other.